Man, what am I making for dinner today? I think a good potato soup would be real nice. I bet I could find a really good recipe for that online. Yeah.
Why, top of the morning to ya. One time my grandfather told me about the time that his grandfather beat him with a shillelagh just because he wasted some potatoes. You see, it turns out he lived through the Irish potato famine, the one that killed 1 million of our old ancestors. And ever since then, he instilled that lesson upon all generations to follow in the family of ours, to let us know that potatoes are a precious thing. For I, Fergus MacLeod, have come up with the greatest of all potato soups, brought through the hardships of our entire family and immigrated to America in the late 1800s. I tell you, speaking from personal experience, that this is the greatest potato soup you shall ever have. I presented this to my grandfather years ago, and he told me...
Wow. All this scrolling and I still don't have the recipe. Oh man, I really gotta come up with a good dish this time. Something that'll really knock the family's socks off. I know. I'll think of something that they did back in the Wild West, yeah. I'll look something like that up. See, here's one.
The following is a recipe recovered from the mid-1800s, specifically in the Western Front of America.
Round these here parts, I'm known for two things: dispensing justice as the local sheriff, and my delicious home recipe. Now, a bit of a backstory here. This recipe comes from a deep place within my heart, named after what them there Injuns did to my brother Tobias. I present to you scalloped potatoes. It was a rainy night, that terrible night out here in the desert, which was frankly a pretty rare sight to see, what with the rain and all, and it being the desert so it doesn't rain all that much. But I could hardly tell what was tears and what was rain coming down my face as I watched my poor brother Tobias's life drain directly from his eyes.
Even back then, they just couldn't get to the point, huh? Wow. Great-grandma's cookbook she made for me just before she died in that Mexican standoff with the overnight nurses at the home. This is incredible. She lived through the Great Depression. There must be so many interesting recipes in here. I have to check them out.
My great-grandchild, there were two extreme hardships that I had in life. The first of which was when you made me remove all the lard from my household, making my cooking so bland that I just wanted to die. And the second was when you put me in this home. Let me tell you something, you little insignificant, ungrateful child. The fact of the matter is, if you don't have at least one tub of lard, then every single one of these recipes is useless. A tub of lard for each you need. I take this knowledge to the grave with me. The knowledge that you can't replicate any of my fantastic recipes. You'll die with the blandness in your heart and soul. I swear to you, you're cooked. That's right. Your little Gen Alpha cousin taught me how to use that phrase correctly. It's the last thing that I did before I died. You fool!
Oh, great grandma. You couldn't just get to the recipes either, could you?